Hey, ProbStats kids, this is Dr. Callahan for week 8 Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and also fall break. But go ahead and get started on your warm-up block. There are the 3 questions right here. Go ahead and pause it. All right, so the first one is asking to solve for equations. So the first thing I would suggest is subtract 6 because the positive 6 is not attached to the x. And then after that, I will get rid of the negative 5. And because it is multiplied, opposite of times is a divide. So you're going to divide by negative 5, and you're left with the following answer. Question number 2, you want to combine like terms. So combine the x's together. 7 minus 3 gives you a 4x. Then opposite of a negative 8 is a positive 8. So you're going to add that to both sides. And then lastly, opposite of a times by x is a divide. And you have your answer as 8. If you're to check this, you can go and plug in the equation to make sure they equal itself. Next one, you want to go ahead and distribute the 3 to both sides, everything inside the parenthesis. Combine your like terms and subtract the 12 on both sides. And then divide it by the 8. And your answer is 2. Your homework from week 7, Friday, is as follows. Make sure this is on your homework template on the back of your Unit 2 packet. Also, we're kind of approaching the end of Unit 2, which is this chapter 11. We will be done with the white packet. So all of your homework and your notes should be in there by the end of week 8, Friday. And what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to give you guys like a tally sheet reflection of everything that should be already listed on that tally. And then you're basically going to go over it before you turn your packet in. And that way I can record the grade into the grade book. All right, so today's objective is as follows. You have 11.6, which is going to be the events involving odds of probability. Like, what are the odds of rolling a 2 on a dice? Things of that nature. And this is the second last day for notes for Unit 2. Unit 2 pack will be due Friday. You will have a quiz on today's 11.6 notes tomorrow. So keep that in mind. And then you have a brand new packet, which is Unit 3 on Friday. We're also going to go over number 3, Objective 13 in class on page 22. And also have a handout that you're going to be working on with a YouTube video and a Kahoot and a quizzes. Your homework tonight is number 68 to 68. I'm sorry, 68 to 88 evens. All right, first thing I'll have you guys do is, if you're in class, we'll have this, but if you're virtual, all you have to do is just go ahead and draw a heart on your paper, and then maybe just like break them into different little pieces. Okay, something like that. And this is one of the social emotional learning aspect of things. And so this activity is called support system. And on each of the little puzzles, I want you to go ahead and write down all of the people that are there to support you. And it doesn't have to be people, it doesn't have to be family members. It could be my soccer team. It could be something that you enjoy, like books. My personal favorite is cookies. And also it could be a pet. It could be a teacher, it could be a location, it could be an experience. So take about a few seconds to go ahead and do that and pause the video. So it could be people, places, things that help and support us. Write down someone, someplace, something that support you. Take time to think about how you do or can support others as well. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and turn over to this page. Okay, so if you know the probability of even E, then we can also speak on the ends of odds in favor or the odd of against some event. So P of E is the probability of an event either occurring, then the odds in favor of E are found by taking the probability of E that will occur and by dividing by the probability of E that will not occur. So again, probability of something happening versus divided by the something not happening. So then opposite of that, the odds against E are found by taking the probability that E will not occur and dividing by the probability that E will occur. So notice how it's flipped backwards. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at an example. Okay, example 6. So with example 6, it says you are rolling a single 6-sided die. Okay, and with a die, you have the following faces. So find the odds in favor of rolling a 2. So then in that case, you're looking at the probability of the favor of rolling a 2, which is the probability of rolling a 2 divided by the probability of not rolling a 2. So your probability of rolling a 2 is going to be 1 over 6 because there's a total of 6 faces and there is just 1 2. Now your probability of not rolling a 2 is going to be, it could be 1, it could be 3, 4, 5, or 6. So 5 over 6. So what you're going to do, you're going to rewrite this into one fraction, 1 divided by 6, times, because you're dividing it, you got to flip this, 6 over 5. The 6 cancels, which is just going to give you 1 over 5. Which is going to be 0.2 or 20% chance of rolling a 6. Okay, so now let's take a look at the chance of rolling against. So the probability or the odds of rolling against is going to be the probability of not rolling a 2 divided by the probability of rolling a 2. So in that case, not rolling a 2 is 5 over 6 divided by rolling a 2 is 1 over 6, which is going to be 5 over 6 times 6 over 1, which is 5, because the 6 cancels. So just as a recap, remember the odds against your favor, the probability of being in your favor is the probability of rolling whatever it is you're going to roll divided by the probability of not rolling that number. The probability of against is the probability of not rolling event E divided by rolling E. Let's take a look at the next example, example 7. Go ahead and read the question. So the winner of a raffle will receive a new sports utility vehicle. If 500 tickets were sold and you purchased 10 tickets, what are the odds against you winning the car? So that means since the odds are against you, it's saying, what are the probability that you're not going to win the car, essentially? So if you're looking for the probability of you actually winning the car, it is going to be the probability of you winning the car versus the probability of you not winning the car. So the probability of you winning the car is going to be as follows, okay? So the probability of not is equal to, if you're not going to win the car, you know you have only 10 tickets. So the chances of not winning the car is going to be remainder 500 minus the 10, which is 490, divided by 500. That 1 0 cancels, and you have 49 over 50. So chance of you winning it is going to be 49 over 50. And then the chance of you, actually, I should not do that. There we go. Is going to be 1 out of 50. So you have 49 over 50 times 50 over 1. So your chance is going to be 49 over 1. Now, what is going on with my pen? And this is going to be the probability of you not winning. Sorry, I have this backwards. Not in favor is going to be you not winning. Over the probability of you winning. That makes more sense. Not winning is 49 over 50. Winning is 1 out of 50 because you only have 10 tickets. So that number should be a lot smaller. Yeah. So the next one is essentially saying, what are the odds of you winning? So then that's the probability of you winning. So it will be in favor of you winning. And that's going to be the probability of you winning, which I found out is 1 out of 50, divided by the probability of you not winning, which is right here. So 1 out of 50 times 50 over 49, which is 1 out of 49. And if you take a look at these two answers, what do you guys notice about the relationship there? You should see that this is always going to be in a reverse. They're always reversed. All right, let's go on to example 8. Go ahead and read that. It says that the odds in favor of the event E are A and B, then the probability of the event is given by A divided by A plus E, or A plus B. So example A says the odd in favor of a particular horse winning a race is 2 to 5. What is the probability that this horse will win the race? Well, since it's 2 to 5, 2 is your A, 5 is your B. So the probability that your horse will win is going to be A divided by A plus B, which is 2 divided by 2 plus 5, which is 2 over 7. and go ahead and convert this into a decimal, and then convert that to a percentage. Is it a high percentage? All right, let's go on to objective number 13. Okay, so we're going to go back to a deck of cards. And it says find the odds. Find the odds in favor of drawing a heart. So the probability of you drawing a heart is going to be, well, think about it. A heart is one of the sweets. Okay, so there are 13 cards that are hearts. Total cards is out of 52. So that's 13 over 52, which is 1 out of 4. I'm going to circle that answer. So then the probability that you're not going to draw a heart, which means you can go ahead and draw a club or a spade or a diamond, is going to be 3 out of 4. 75%, because those are the other 3 sweets. So then if you're going to go ahead and find your probability of in favor of drawing a heart, it's going to be the probability of you drawing a heart divided by the probability of you not getting a heart. So that's going to be 1 out of 4 times, or divided by 3 over 4, which is 1 over 4 times 4 over 3, which is going to be cancel, cancel, 1 over 3. Put that into a decimal, which should be about 33.33%. Put that into a percent, which is about 33.33%, or decimal be 0.3333. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the next part. Let's see if I can go ahead and get rid of everything here. For B, what is the probability of you drawing a red card? Now remember, a red card is going to be 26 cards out of 52. So the probability of you drawing a red card is, if you reduce this, 26 out of 52 is going to be 1 over 2, because half are red, half are black. Probability of you not drawing a red card, which means you're going to draw a black card, is also 1/2, because it's 26 red, 26 black. So then finally, the probability of you going ahead and drawing, excuse me, the odds of you drawing a red card, or in favor of drawing a red card, is the probability of drawing a red card divided by the probability of not drawing a red card, which is going to be 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 2, which will be 1/2 times 2 over 1, which is just 1. All right, guys, I'm going to have you guys try letter C and D. And I'm just going to tell you that your answer is going to be 12 to 1 for C. And your answer is going to be 10 over 3 for D. All right, so then in addition to this, the next thing that you need to go ahead and work on is going to be the following worksheet. If you're in class, you will have a copy of this. However, if you're not in class, that's okay. You can go ahead and just show your work on a separate piece of paper and then make sure it's attached to your white packet. But it looks like this. You guys have 20 questions, questions 1 to 20. That's going to ask you a selection of questions of odds, when it comes to dice, when it comes to decks of cards, when it comes to interpreting table. So make sure you guys go ahead and show the work on this on a separate piece of paper. When you're done, your exit ticket today is going to be, I learned today, tomorrow I need to, blah, blah, blah. Next, I have a kindness card. So we're going to spread kindness around confetti like confetti. I've chosen to spread kindness to you. Make sure you guys write that to someone who would be, and it should be from you. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you guys learned a lot today about odds, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.